In the summer of 2010, photographer Lena Herzog traveled to Washington, D.C. to document Glenn Beck's Restore Honor rally, while French photographer Marc Valesella traveled to Arizona to capture the protests around the Support Our Law Enforcement and Safe Neighborhoods Act, an immigration law criticized for racial profiling. They both had the same idea in mind: to document the rallies that define the social and political climate since the historic election of Barack Obama. The result is the exhibit America, a Reverie, a stirring trip into the dark side of the American dream. Canapé queries Lena Herzog about the project.
The exhibition itself is in two parts. One part is covered by me, and that's the Glenn Beck rally that took place on the 28th of August of 2010. And the other part is Arizona rally by Marc Valesella that I think happened a year later, pretty much, during the time when Arizona passed the immigration laws that were very controversial. Both Marc and I wanted very much to see America that we have not really encountered in our environment. You know, the flyover zone, the Middle America, and people who actually fundamentally believe very different things to what we hear, to what we're accustomed to. So essentially, when I went to the Glenn Beck rally, I knew that I would get a very distilled version of what the American right believes. And it was a most fascinating event because on the surface of it, it was political. But there are some more fundamental and existential questions that these people are grappling with. They met on the 28th of August of 2010. That is the anniversary of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. That day, many years ago, Martin Luther King made that seminal speech, I Have a Dream, which is a hallmark in the history of American civil rights movement, and a moral core to American politics, to how Americans define themselves. And it was astonishing to see that the Restore Honor rally was held on that same day. And there was somehow, to me, a dark, tragic comic side to picking that particular date. And when I got there, I realized what these people were saying is, we too have a dream. And that dream, that America, imagined America of the 1950s, that monochromatic, monolingual, coherent to them America is going. And Restore Honor really very much resonated to them. I am fundamentally and profoundly on the other side of the spectrum, politically, personally. And yet I wasn't there to do political work. I wanted to see these people and understand them and create psychological portraits of these people. I didn't take out a wide-angle lens. I didn't photograph people who were falling asleep on the carpets that they spread out there on the lawn on the National Mall. I didn't make caricatures of them. I shot with a portrait lens. The reason, essentially, why most of these people were there was overwhelmingly because they were bussed for free. This is something that has not been really covered. And Brothers Koch did underwrite the production value of the Restore Honor rally. That included the buses, which brought these people from small towns, from the South, from Dakota, from Georgia, from Mississippi, from, far away places, and gathered them. Some people say it was 300,000. Some people say it was less. But it looked like a very big crowd. And they had a free ride. As far as I could tell, And it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's not. It's really the old story of people who are very powerful and very wealthy, who have small and poor people doing their bidding for them. And that's how I saw that as well.